13 accommodations at Warwick, only 8 relevant ones, but just one winner. Who will claim the title of Best Halls on Campus?
I'll defend it to my dying day.
I think it's underrated.
All of the accommodations are also good, yes, and also everyone is also good.
Roots. The most infamous halls, the party houses, the classic student experience. If your alarm clock doesn't wake you up, the constant fire alarms will. But for £103 a week in shared bathrooms, is it worth it?
You know, I go round in my mind again and again. Do I regret it? Do I regret it? And I just don't know.
I had very low expectations.
There is one key feature. Roots is busy.
If you like being in a situation where you are with people a lot, it's good.
It's quite loud.
And life there is full of unexpected surprises.
We came down and a trolley was duct taped to the ceiling upside down.
We found maggots in the bins.
But overall, people seem to enjoy Roots.
I think it is the best accommodation because it's the worst accommodation.
Sherbourne, the most flammable of halls, not only in the dangerous sense, which is ironic because they're named after a river, but because it's en suite and a flamingly good deal at £170 a week. But what do the residents think?
It does a lot of things better than most of the other halls on campus. It's like if Roots got gentrified.
But is it a flamingly good deal?
It was when I was there.
Oh, okay. Any other thoughts?
It's a little bit further away from campus, which, depending on who you are, you may see that as a good or a bad thing.
So overall, not a flamingly good deal, but still smokingly decent. Bluebell, the most luxurious halls. At £198 a week you certainly get luxury. En-suites, double bed, a lovely view of Roots. This is a place for the Warwick elite and those willing to share bedrooms. In fact, Bluebell is so elite I couldn't find anyone to interview. Hear it from this guy.
Bluebell is a joke. Bluebell is a farce.
But that's just opinion. Cryfield Standard, one of the more triangular halls on campus. When a place is literally called Standard, it doesn't really get your hopes up, but at £96 a week in one of the most central accommodations, as well as the home of yours truly, how standard is it really?
Cryfield is objectively the best because just close enough to be easy, just far enough away to be relaxing, reminds me of a Swedish, prison, but best part about it is that the people are uncomparably awesome.
I agree. In fact, there's only one downside to Cryfield that I can see.
The walls were about this thin. In fact, I don't think my hands can accurately get close enough without touching to represent how thin the walls were. I feel like if I leant on the wall and just put my hand, I would fall immediately through.
Well, yes, but no. The fact that it's criminally underrated. There's nothing standard about my favourite Swedish prison. Cryfield Townhouses. The Bluebell wannabes. At the second most expensive accommodation on campus, what's it actually like living there?
Society's past the need for Bluebell. Cryfield, we have TVs, we have an activity centre. Cryfield has the largest room on campus.
Okay, that does sound pretty bougie, but what's actually good about the townhouses?
Not living in Cryfield Standard has to be pretty up there.
Rude! But that answers what kind of people live there.
People in Cryfield are just the best kind of people around, amazing friends, companions, mentors, lovers even. It's just the best quality of human being. And we are just superior.
Also, it seems to have some pretty big drawbacks.
It's all just exposed pine and angles and reflective metal.
I mean, aesthetically yes, but also...
Yeah, it was next to Cryfield Standard. That was a pretty big issue.
Rude! Westwood, the most far-out accommodation. And no, I don't mean funky or cool, I mean in distance. But at £103 a week, it still must be a popular choice among its residents.
I did not pick Westwood.
It wasn't actually my first choice.
Honestly, it was kind of at the bottom of my list.
Oh, okay. So what can they say about the location?
Oh, Westwood, isn't that Mordor?
Oh. Are there any positives?
Oh, I don't know.
I just liked that you get away from the buzz of campus.
It's also really close to Aldi and Tesco's.
Someone in the floor above, they had a hornet's nest in their room or something.
That's not a positive, but okay. Redfern, crudely demolished in 2019 and replaced by the townhouses. But here, there are no rules except the ones I make, so it's still eligible for best accommodation. What did people think?
It was nice, it was still moderately well kept, it was fine.
Do you have any last words for this underrated gem cruelly knocked down in its prime?
I'm really disappointed we didn't get to draw all over the walls before they knocked it down. It was a good place to live. It was old, it was classic, suited me down to a T. Long live Redfern.
Long live Redfern. So having heard all these opinions, what wins? Which is the most hallowed of halls? The best crib? The accommodation creme de la creme? Well, Cryfield Standard, because I lived there. And I'm right.